Hi there and happy Sunday. It's a cold day in Orlando and this is a short practice. We'll be accompanied with Mr. Mann on auto harp for most of it. But it really is just a meditation, so there's not a lot of movement to it. But we'll be doing two mudras, and one is basically a mudra that you won't know you're doing. It's just holding on to the floor and getting ready to do the rest, but we'll be doing together if you want to participate in this, the Mula Bandha. So we'll be practicing the Mula Bandha as a warm-up for the mudra that we're going to do, which is the Varuna mudra, which is a water mudra for benefits congestion. So I thought it was a good one for COVID. But it also is a interesting mudra in that the pinky finger will be held down and by the thumb of the right hand, and then the left hand will gently hold that thumb in its place, just a gentle press while you wrap the other hands around. And why that is interesting is, as I was practicing this for other reasons, kind of to reconcile differences about what is and what people say is, and just deal with some conflicts and some challenges that I can't really do anything about, but still my brain wants to do something about them. So it was to help calm my brain and kind of neutralize my brain that I discovered this. But in researching it, it's interesting, the meridians and the different pathways that it informs through many different traditions. So I thought it would be a great one to give you a little bit of music to, because it's mostly breath work and there is a visualization. You need to grab the book. You're coming to me live on real dirty floors. We were out walking in the woods, so that we weren't prepared to come back and do yoga, because I made Mr. Mann go walk in the woods with me. And that really helps reconcile things too, is getting out in that open space and seeing the world for what it is, what it really is, way out, where there aren't that many people. In theory, we did see people, but so this one also grounds you. So in the practice of nonviolent communication, this is a grounding practice, and because we become aware of that inner dialogue and we try not to put judgments on what we say, or we recognize that we do. So it's an observation of the inner world. And the Varuna mudra is done when there's too much mucus in your body, and it also is good for digestion. So it was like a no-brainer that I would do this one. But I like the whole water imagery and that whole visualization. So the author of this book often does this as a precursor to meditation. So I think it'll be really great to do once we get into the mudra. So when we're in the mudra, we're going to be thinking about water. So I invite you to think about water, like whatever is a comforting water for you. We went out and there was brackish water. So whatever water is good for you. So we're going to warm up by doing the Mula Bandha. So you're going to draw your right foot into your left thigh. And if this is uncomfortable, consider propping. And you can use anything that you need to prop today. The first part of it we'll be doing very methodically, and then as we relax and take our 20 breaths, which we will, over the extended leg, I invite you to cushion up if you want to. You also do not have to grab your toe for this, but that is a mudra. We're going to press the two index finger and middle finger on the back of the toe and squeeze the toe, and I'm going to do that with both hands. And then I'm going to lengthen up through my spine. And so this is a warm-up, so you might need to bend the knee, but I want to feel that rootedness. And without even tuning in, we're going to tune into our body by inhaling and exhaling. We're going to release the breath all the way out, and we'll begin a bind. And by a bind, I mean we're going to draw in on the pelvic floor muscle. We're going to suck in the lower belly, and then just take the chin slightly to create a lock with that. Exhale, pushed all the way out until we're not comfortable anymore. And then we inhale and exhale. And we're trying to relax everything as we do this. So, and we let everything go. So we're going to take a deep breath in and keep the back nice and straight. Push all the breath out. and then suck up the pelvic floor muscles like you want to hold your urine or anything else. Pull in the lower belly, and then tuck the chin slightly to elongate the neck. Take your inner gaze right at the third eye and hold it until you can no longer hold it, and then gently release and take your inhale and exhale. And as you release, inhale, and then exhale the air out all the way again. Pull up on the pelvic floor, draw in the lower belly, tilt the chin, hold that. And then gently release that one more time. And on the last one, as you release, inhale, stretch up nice and tall, lengthen, and then as you exhale, fold over your leg into a posture that you can hold. We're going to be here for 20 breaths. So a slow breath, if it's for a minute, then that's going to be 5 minutes. Today I'll just use my intuition for it. So we're going to fold over and release, and you can let the head rest on a block or a pillow. When you come to about 20 breaths, inhale, just begin to push yourself up nice and slowly. Take a moment there. You need to bend the knee in, and then you're just going to take your forehead towards the knee. If you can get the forehead on the knee, that's awesome. Inhaling, coming back up. Shake out the legs if you need to. Bring the toes together. Then we're going to switch sides. So the author of our book does this before she starts the meditation, and it's a really good way to check in. So if you think of the idea of water washing over you, and on the exhale, you're releasing out, and a reconciliation is an understanding in a friendly way that we have to make room for the new, and we have to be able to be adaptable and change. So it's kind of a nice way to meet your body and see what your body can do in a day. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So now I'll have the right leg extended and the left leg in. I'm going to reach down for my toe. I have a little more flexibility on this side. I don't need to bend the knee, but if you needed to bend the knee, that would be it's okay. If you can't touch the toes, you want to find some grounding on the ground, and also maybe even on the body, even though this puts a little bit more stretch into your leg here, and this is a little bit more supportive, but it allows you to see where you are with this breath and with the bind. So we're going to grab a hold of the toe with the left 2 index fingers and the thumb, pinching that toe very gently, and then taking the other hand on top of it, lengthen up. And when we Do the same thing here. We're going to take a breath in and we're going to exhale all the way out, draw up on our pelvic floor muscles, lower belly, and then engage the chin and hold that until we can no longer hold it, and then gently release everything out. Ready. Here we go. Take a gentle breath in, stretch up, exhale, fold over and remain here for about 20 breaths. Totally releasing into the posture, thinking about the water flowing over you and around you. Gently washing away what no longer serves you. Done 20 breaths, inhale and slowly make your way up. You're going to slide that leg in, and again change your position. You're trying to get the forehead to the knee. It's okay if you don't. Relaxing there with gentle rounding in the spine. Breath should flow evenly. And after 3 breaths there, you're going to release out. And again, you can bring the big toes together to shake it out. And then we're going to do our meditation. And so you just want to sit up on something that makes it comfortable. And you could sit in a chair for this. The idea, though, is to have a straight back. And we've done the locks. So this one does not use the locks, but it uses this beautiful visualization and this affirmation. So I would like to present it to you. The inner image of flowing lukewarm water that washes away all obligations can be very liberating. Letting everything that burdens you go down the drain can give you a wonderful feeling. Imagine you're standing under a small waterfall. Let everything that sticks to you both inside and outside be washed away by the water. Watch how the brown water flows away from you and enjoy your new cleanliness, inner freedom, and lightness. Now think about your tasks for a while. At what point can you change something? What can you reduce? Where can you reduce your workload, and where can you seek help? And so the affirmation is beautiful because as we know in COVID, impossibilities pop up everywhere, and it's very hard to handle those impossibilities unless you know where there are impossibilities, there are also possibilities. And that's hope, right? That's the sun's going to come up tomorrow. So the affirmation here is, I always have possibilities, letting go of something, searching for a solution, and changing things. And the world changes, and we change along with it. So hopefully we'll change for the better with this mudra. So this water mudra, imagine you're in a waterfall or a bathtub or anywhere that you find comfort in water, maybe in a rainstorm. And then you're going to bend your pinky of your right hand in towards the mound. Take the left thumb pad onto the right. The other hands extend in a relaxed manner. I'm stretching mine out just to get that nice stretch in my wrist. So I'm using it in the morning. Sometimes I'm doing a little bit of wrist rotation with it just to get that lubrication in my wrist and break up those crystals in my wrist. The left hand is going to come on the top of the right thumb and cup the hand gently. It's a very gentle mudra. And just press down gently so the other thumb doesn't have to do as much work. So everything's working like a partnership. And then how you hold it is up to you. I'm going to hold mine close to my rib cage, just by my solar plexus. And we're just going to breathe here in and out. And the visualization we're going to keep is that water flowing through us with each breath. And I love to think of the exhale as the way to let go of things. Let it sink deep into the earth and out into the air to be reclaimed and used in its highest good. So I invite you to take a comfortable position with the back nice and straight. Tilt the chin slightly just to elongate the neck. And let's go into that inner journey. Have that inner dialogue, considering the possibilities. The water's flowing over you. Take a couple more deep breaths in and out. Feel the direction of the flow and let your body kind of disperse from that place. just a gentle opposing force that pulls in another direction. And bring your awareness back into your body and into the room. Take a deep breath in and out. On the next inhale in, hold the breath in gently. Draw up on the pelvic floor muscles, in on the lower belly, and tilt the chin just a little bit more. On the exhale, release your hands and release that lock. Release the pelvic floor muscles. And let the hands rest on top of the legs. Close the eyes for just a moment and just notice any difference or change in affect. Just observe without judgment. Evaluate without judgment. And then opening your eyes, just blink. Bring the hands together and rub them together. It's a very short practice today. It's just helped to balance and find reconciliation in a busy world. And I feel better already. So thanks for joining us. Thank you for the lovely music. Getting that warmth back into my fingers. Bringing the hands to the heart center. So lift the heart into the heart center. See if you can feel your heartbeat behind the thumb. Tune into that for just a moment. Close the eyes. Feel that deep connection to your body. And just notice your deep connection to the earth. And how the space nourishes and supports us, gives us room to ground and root deeper into our self while still going out into the real world. Inhale. And how each breath rolls into the next, full of possibilities. What seems impossible continues to happen. And bringing the hands to the third eye, just gently press onto the third eye, bring your awareness there. And in wisdom and love, we wish you many blessings and Sat Nam. Namaste. Thank you for joining us today. I'll give a little bit more information in the text of this video, including the directions of both of the two things that we did together. Thank you very much for joining us. It's good to see you guys.